Today, guys. Well, I got a surprise for everybody, mostly myself. This. That is right. A Ford Ranger. It is a 2005 Ford Ranger, and let me just take you through everything before I tell you how much I paid for it. Now, obviously, there's a little rust spots, and that's to be expected upstate New York. So there's some rust here and on the bed, but the tires, for the most part, have pretty good life to them. They're not bad. The truck overall isn't terrible. This bed, if you look at like from here, that's the tonneau cover that came with the truck. If you look at it from here, it doesn't look bad, but as you can see, anybody who sees this on a truck knows it's not good. That side is a little wobbly. This side where the gas tank is solid. It's a four-wheel drive, obviously. I need a four-wheel drive. It's got a tow hitch there and a tow hitch on the bumper. Tailgate still works. You know, now that I think about it, I forgot these were in here. That's my bad. But yeah, everything is good on this truck for the most part. So what about this truck? It runs, it drives, four-wheel drive works flawlessly, and everything in there is pretty good. The interior is pretty nice. Good tires. As you can see, this fender right here needs to be replaced eventually. I gotta sand that down, and then this is the bad spot, and that should not be doing that. But you know, the bed is good enough for what I need it for the time being. So next couple years, I'll get it. Next summer, maybe I'll get a new one. But let's check out the interior of the truck next. Now, funny story about this truck is, you see that flag? That's because this used to be a National Grid truck back in its day. When it was new in 2005, they used it as a National Grid truck. And then it went to auction. The guy I bought from got it from the auction. So that's just kind of interesting. So as you can see here, there's like stuff here from National Grid, which I want to get that taken off eventually. I'm not sure exactly how. I just haven't had time to look at it. But I'm going to get that off one way or another. Just a glove compartment. It's got 3 seats. Seat here, this seat, and the middle seat are in good shape. That driver's side is shot. This pops forward, and then there used to be back seats in this thing, I believe, but there's not anymore, or there never was, maybe. Jack, some brake fluid. This thing was a mess when I cleaned it originally, but it's not now. Yeah, there is no radio. It did come with a radio, an FM AM radio that worked flawlessly. I just popped it out for a new one that has Bluetooth and I can connect my phone to, but I just haven't had the time to hook it in yet. But yeah, it's a very simple truck. He just has roll-up windows. You do that to roll up the windows and roll them down. There's no power locks, so these you have to do by yourself or by handle. No power mirrors. You have to move that manually. But that's all I wanted, was a simple work truck, and that is exactly what I needed. And as for the truck as a whole, it's very good. Let me pop the hood for you guys and show you. Actually, let's start it up first. Let's get her started here. Got a nice little new Ford keychain. Starts right up. This was running today, so it's gonna be already warmed up. But yeah, it does need a wheel speed sensor, I believe. That's why the ABS light is on. But I've driven this probably 100 miles today and haven't had a single problem, thankfully, knock on wood. But let's pop the hood. Everybody wants to see the engine. It's got the 4-liter V6, which is the most powerful engine you can get in these Rangers. I can do this one-handed here. Just gonna hold it up. You normally have to put the little stand on. I'm just gonna hold it. But there's the 4-liter, single overhead cam, battery, simple. It's off the truck. It's all you really need, right? The idle's nice and everything goes good on it. I am not exactly sure what that is, to be honest. That should be connected onto there. I don't know why it's not. I'll do that later. Actually, one second. Bear with me, guys. Alright. I know this has to be down there. I don't know how that got popped off. As long as I don't touch the fan, I'm good. Alright. So yeah, this is my 2005 Ford Ranger. I've only had it for a week or so I don't have an honest review of it. The four-wheel drive, everything works, runs great. Oh, that magic number of how much I paid. So any guesses? Anybody have any guess? No? Nothing? Well, $300. That is right, $300. No, it's not stolen. No, the truck was not totaled or salvaged or flooded, nothing. The guy who bought it spent about $600, had it for 2 years, quit needing it because he had a newer, nicer truck, and I talked the guy down to $300 from $450, and here we are. Now all I gotta do is drive it. Oh, mileage. That would be a helpful factor. The engine and the transmission were both rebuilt at, what was it rebuilt at? 80,000? So the truck has about 220, so it has about, well, it has a little over 120,000, something like that. I know the number was exactly was like right around 120. I'm not exactly sure the exact time at which they were rebuilt, but yeah, it's got about 120 on it, the transmission and engine, so it's pretty good. But that's all I gotta say about it for right now, and one day in the future I'm gonna take it for a drive and show you guys how it runs. But gas mileage is pretty good. I filled her up to about 3/4 of a tank on the way home, and I drove for about an hour. It only dropped to just in between 1/2 and 3/4, so it's not horrible. Yeah, it's a good little truck. Horn works, blinkers, windshield wipers, everything works good. All right, leave your comments what you think about the truck and stuff that you think I should do with or about the truck. Thank you.